Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days and 5 minutes on this Tuesday, which is turning out to be a very nice day across much of the Northeast. You can see on the satellite as sunrise swept through from east to west. We're bright and sunny. We just have a few little patchy clouds streaming across parts of Pennsylvania and some thin high clouds in upstate New York, and that's really about it. The sunshine extends down into northern North Carolina for now. High clouds moving through South Carolina and Georgia. Now, that's all part of this next developing storm system. And in fact, we're seeing the pieces of all of this setting up here, this stream of moisture that is coming out from the Pacific and across Mexico and spreading some rain throughout the southern states, and much needed rain, by the way. And then, of course, you have this little twist that is up to the north. That is the northern part of this puzzle, rather strong upper air disturbance that is moving southeastward and digging down, and it's going to take this moisture that's up in the south and just basically wrap it up and around up the East Coast as this whole thing winds up moving eastward. So you're going to take that upper low, you're going to move it east or east-southeast and dig it down and around. And the result is going to be a major storm that's going to develop for the Northeast. It's one of these very fast-moving systems. It will probably produce some heavy rains in a 6 to 8 hour time frame. And then, of course, it's going to be about the wind. And I think the rain and the wind will be a bigger issue in New England, where the low may slow down for a brief time before it gets out of the way Thursday night into Friday. The one thing we have noticed today is that things are slowing down a little bit. Here's what it looks like on the surface where we have this weather frontal boundary well to our south. And, of course, we've got this nice weak high overhead. And here's the surface low, the first surface low in northwestern Iowa. And then you have the southern frontal boundary with a low that's going to develop on there. It's over the Oklahoma Panhandle, and that's going to be moving east and eventually turning its way northeastward and moving up the East Coast. And the radar, by the way, has a pretty decent line of moderate to heavy rain running east-west from Arkansas, northern Louisiana, and then it crosses central Mississippi, south-central Alabama, the southern half of Georgia, and into South Carolina. So your tropical moisture is set up, and you also can see the precipitation with the northern feature that is moving east through the Great Lakes. So we have enough of the new NAM model to at least get an idea of what to expect here. And I'm just going to back it up through the rest of today. And obviously there are no problems today and tonight. And you see the rain moving into Georgia, South Carolina, and then eventually into North Carolina and Virginia, while this frontal boundary in the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley swings eastward with some heavy downpours there. And by tomorrow morning, there probably won't be any rain anywhere close by to eastern Pennsylvania or southern New England. It looks like it may not move in until sometime later in the afternoon into tomorrow night. And then you have that surface low sitting right along the North Carolina coast. This is for 6 p.m. Wednesday. And there's that east-west. It's a kind of a narrowish band of moderate to heavy rain that sweeps on northeastward. And now, of course, this is at 11 p.m. We have the low center east of the Delaware coast and south of Long Island as a 981 low. It's a pretty intense little feature there with a solid band of heavy rain going by, and it deepens to a 976 millibar low when it's southeast of Montauk by 2 a.m. on Thursday. You're getting heavy rains back through Connecticut, Rhode Island, into southeastern Massachusetts and extending up into the Hudson Valley. By this point, south and west of New York City, it's all done, and the gradient is getting tight. A lot of isobars there over a relatively short distance, and that means that the winds are going to pick up rather strongly. And I'm thinking during the day on Thursday, we'll be seeing 20 to 30 mile an hour winds with gusts to the 40 mile an hour range. I don't have enough of the new NAM to take it all the way out, But in its approach, there probably will be some strong winds for central and eastern Long Island from the southeast, from the south-southeast, and also on the backside during Thursday morning during the early morning hours from south and west of New York City down toward Chesapeake Bay. So this is going to be a fairly wound up system here. And on Thursday, I'll just have to back it up one run. On Thursday, with the low moving up into Massachusetts and then just kind of rotating around there before it gets ejected out to the northeast, you'll notice that the gradient stays pretty tight right through the daytime Thursday into Thursday night. As far as weather conditions are improving, there may be some lingering showers early on Thursday. You can see it here until the low gets out of the way, and then it kicks away to the northeast. Rainfall amounts from this could possibly be substantial. I've been conservatively saying 1 to 2 inches. The weather models are all kind of generating amounts of 2 or 3 inches or more. It's not impossible. If we get it in a very short period of time, obviously there could be some localized flooding going on. You can see where the heavier amounts from eastern Pennsylvania right through southern and central New England, and also some 1 to 2 inch amounts up through Maine and northern New Hampshire. And you're actually getting some fairly decent rains out of this too, of course, from the Carolinas down across Georgia into Alabama and Mississippi. So this is at least going to be productive for those areas that have been exceedingly dry. And the one other thing going forward is that once we get through this weather system, I think we're going to be fine through the weather-wise for Friday, although the wind might still be up a little bit. And then Saturday and Sunday, I think, look okay with the high moving off the Carolina coast and winds eventually going to the southwest. So we may actually see temperatures edge up just a little bit. So for the rest of today, we're looking at highs that'll be in the low to mid 60s, 60s tomorrow, highs only in the 50s from northeast Virginia to southern New England on Thursday and again on Friday. So 2 very chilly days to finish off the week. We'll update you on this, of course, later today as we take a look at all the afternoon weather models. Was not able to do a live stream last night, my regular YouTube show. I will try and do it tonight, but I'm going to have to be a little flexible on the time. I may have to do it a bit later than I usually do. So at 7 o'clock might be difficult, but it may be more along the lines of 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern time. So have a great day, and we'll see you later.